All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce you to this bout on our card here tonight. It's brought to you with thanks to MMA Fight Store. We do it in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, standing across in the blue corner. Weighed in officially 65.90 kilos. Trained out of the Fight Cross MMA gym in Brisbane. Brings to the cage a record of 3 fights for 1 win. This is Lindsay Harrison. And now his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Tipped the scale, 66 kilos neat. From right here in Brisbane, Queensland, trained out of the base training centre. He's had 1 fight, steps into the cage. Fight number 2, looking for his first win. Makes some noise. This is Luke Barretto. Third man in the middle, in charge of the action. Your referee, Mr. Peter Hickmott.
Fight number 3 on our card, brought to you by MMA Fight Store. Now with their convenient Brisbane store opened and running, getting quality equipment has never been easier. Head to mmafightstore.com.au to upgrade your MMA gear today. Fight number 3 underway. Lindsay Harrison in the blue, Luke Barretto in the red. Oh, feigning, but not a lot of waiting. The boys are just getting straight into it. Oh, 2-3. Man, how did Barretto just eat that? I'm like waiting for him to stumble around and he's like, no, I assure you, Jake, I am fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially so early in the fight. It makes such a massive difference when you're completely cold. You haven't eaten any shots yet really the entire night and you just get smacked. It's so easy to get dropped by those shots, but not for Luke Barretto.
Yeah, especially when you come in, you hype yourself up out the back. The team's like, oh, you're ready for this, da-da-da-da. And then you get cracked. A lot of those times, they could really shake you. Barretto, the aggressor on the cage, takes that leg out. Harrison ends up on his back. He's got that one hook. It's kind of like he's in no man's land, Jaden. It's a different game when you've got this kind of guard now. Somebody who's in a pure grappling context might be happy with this, but not so much when you've got to sweep, submit, or get up. Otherwise, you could be a round down.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other problem is he's only going to be able to sweep his opponent into the fence, which is going to subsequently hold him up, and he'll be unable to perform the sweep. So, sticky situation for Lindsay. He's now pinned in the bottom of a chest-to-chest half guard, and Luke Barretto's doing a great job of using his free hand to just start mincing his face.
Mincing is the word for it. It's just a horrible position to be in, and we were looking at this cage earlier today. Brand new cage, and just the tightness of the links in the cage. When you can get an opponent there, you want to start jamming his head, and you can see the head control from Barretto already, forcing Harrison into the cage. Works around the legs, but in doing so, he almost started to help him up and then just pinned that hip down. You can see that shin on that bottom leg. Really, really good control here, making Harrison think about what he wants to do next and pick his poison. Do you want to eat shots or do you want to give up your back? He chooses back, Jaden.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's really impressive control by Luke Barretto for an amateur, just climbing up the body, super disciplined. Because it's so common for amateurs to they get a good position, they're like, oh, awesome, I can punch. And they basically stand all the way up, their chest rises to start trying to rain down bombs, and then the opponent's gone. They escape. But not Luke Barretto, who climbed at the body, now finds himself on back control, which is obviously where he wants to be.
Yeah, and I thought it might have been because he got cracked early on that he went into this grappling context, but now I'm starting to think this is the plan.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in his pre-fight questionnaire, he said he plans on using grappling to win this fight.
An interesting round, I'll put it that way. Not exactly action-packed, but these boys are just getting a feel for one another. The grappling was all Luke Barretto from what we can see from that trip that took the legs out of Lindsay Harrison. As we go to our next Gen Constructions replay, there's the foot getting taken out. Barretto's on top and just really forcing Harrison to pick his poison, mince the face, like you said, gave up his back, and Luke Barretto was all over it. Time traveling back to fight number 2. A capacity crowd at Beatdown Promotions 11 here tonight. We've actually had to open up a little bit more seating. Fight fans just ravenous for these tickets. No ill feelings if you can't be with us tonight and you're joining us through the power of the zone.
Good. Two.
Fight number 3, round number 2. Barretto just being a little bit flat-footed. He looks cautious, almost to a fault.
Yeah, Lindsay as well, though, just comes out. He started the first round as well, very stiff and rigid.
Yep. It just really looks like he's that way because he's trying to load up. And he's got one low. You could hear that one too.
Yeah, heavy shot. As you said, Jake, he looks like that because he's trying to load up, I agree, which usually doesn't work out for you, which was what I was thinking in the first round, but then he subsequently landed 2 massive punches.
Barretto can have all the time in the world as far as I'm concerned. We heard the sound that kick made, and we alluded to it earlier in the night. The cup really is there to prevent damage. It doesn't do a lot for that concussive force of a kick coming through.
Was it any game, so there's no point deduction, or was just a... Yeah. All good? Alright, you good?
And it appears that Luke Barretto has
Time in.
recovered enough to continue, and we do exactly that. Harrison just a little bit more initiative on the feet. Barretto seemingly reactive, throws an overhand and goes into the shot. I really like that. And look at the active hips of Harrison. Just even in the body language. Harrison looking really frantic, and Barretto seems to be almost cautious.
Yeah, I can definitely see Barretto's point of view. When you have a guy who's that frantic, as you say, standing in front of you, looking so ready to pounce at any moment, you can't just walk in and throw something because you know they're just going to go absolutely berserk.
Barretto now definitely trying to get it into some sort of grappling context. Goes for that reap of the leg. Oh, and he gets it. You can almost see the frustration of Harrison when he realized he tried to hip escape and tried to turn him over, but nothing doing yet. Barretto looking really good on the ground. First round end now.
Yeah, I agree. You could definitely see the frustration on Lindsay Harrison's face when Luke Barretto got that takedown. Luke Barretto looking to do more of the same. We'll see. He's probably waiting for Lindsay Harrison to start posting up on an elbow so he can start controlling that bottom arm and smashing his face just like he did in the first round. And Lindsay Harrison now up on that elbow. And Luke Barretto looking to use it, punching that strangle.
Do you want me to get the blood out of your eyelash, by the way? It's still there.
Really?
It's still there, your left one. It was funny at first, and now I'm like, there's probably some sort of medical.
Oh, wow, I can see.
Yeah. Little droplet of blood. I've got some on my phone, too. Fantastic position now. Just the way that you can peel that hip open with that hook, it's a very different position. Common in MMA, but not so much seen in a lot of other grappling sports.
Yeah, absolutely. And the problem is, even if you are the stronger fighter and you have better lifts in the gym, if the man is riding your back in a crossbody ride with their head over your head, you're going to gas so much faster than them and you'll no longer be stronger.
Yeah. Harrison really does have a few opponents, not just Luke Barretto, but it's also the cage and it's gravity as well. Oh, and that's all Barretto needed to hear until he starts opening them up. Almost falls off the back, maintains control. And another round for him ends in the grappling department. Close rounds, but if you look at the way that they end, and personally this does sway me, you've got to look at how the round ends. You've got to look at who's doing what when it comes to a close. You can't give a guy too much if we go to our next-gen Constructions replay for what happens earlier if it doesn't amount to anything. And this definitely amounted to something. This is Luke Barretto going to work. Shades of round number 1 at the end of round number 2.
Yeah, Barretto just completely in control of the grapple at all times. I'd say it'd be hard to give that one to Lindsay Harrison, but you never know.
I love the Eatons Hill Hotel ballroom. Look at that. It reminds me of the old school boxing fights that you used to get in the ballroom. Amazing. Beautiful venue, fantastic people joining us. The fighters are crushing it tonight.
All right, we good? We good? Finish it off.
It's an all Brisbane affair as Barretto takes on Harrison into the third round. Barretto really does need to look for some better entries into those takedowns.
Yeah, Lindsay Harrison's corner calling to knock him out now. That's what they were screaming out. So they clearly know they might be down a few rounds.
That is like the striker version of just stand up. It's like just make him unconscious. If only. And look at the tenacity of both men, Barretto and Harrison.
Yeah, Lindsay Harrison just fighting with absolutely everything he had to not get put on his back there. I think he knows if that happens, it's probably the end of the fight for him.
Oh, that's awesome. That sprawl just driving him down, and it has to be whatever the opposite of motivating is. I can't even think at the moment. But Lindsay Harrison just driving those hips down, I honestly think he needs to really get to work.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to get to work. He did a much better job defending the takedown out in the center. So I'd say we look for Luke Barretto to start trying to back Lindsay up and put him against the cage. That's where he's had success before. Now he finds himself with his back on the cage, and these shots in the center are not working for him.
And to his corner's credit out of Fight Cross, what they're really saying is you're 2 rounds down. And I think they're on the money there. If this goes into another grappling exchange, it's probably going to favour Barretto from what we've seen. Harrison needs to start letting him go.
Yeah, and sometimes as an amateur as well, when you're less experienced, you think, or you think you're 2 rounds up. It's easy to take your foot off the gas and be like, oh, this guy's dangerous, I don't want to get too close to him. But it almost never works out. If you're winning, you need to keep winning and keep your foot on the gas.
I agree. If there's a guy who's 2 rounds down who becomes more dangerous, you can't let up. You cannot let up. It's like throwing water on the fire.
Yeah, absolutely. You just let it into your opponent's head. They know this is my chance. I've got to go now, and then they just hunt for that finish.
I mean, Barretto can almost keep doing this. If it's going the way that we're thinking. First round, second round, Barretto. Harrison not able to turn it on in the third. He can at least make it muddy and go 2 rounds up.
Yeah, it seems like he's finally got the position he wants. He's got Barretto's back on the fence. He's controlling the center of the cage. And as you said, he's not really taking advantage. This is his turn now. This is his chance to try and get a finish.
I mean, we're not seeing volume. We're seeing a little bit of frequency from Harrison, but this is certainly not enough.
He really needs to channel that early power he had at the start of the fight now.
It's kind of like a sparring match, isn't it, Jaden? Whereas this is a fight he needs to be going.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It looks, both men are starting to get a bit tired and it's starting to look a little bit like sparring now.
Yeah, 100%. And we just saw a bit of that aggression from Harrison, but a little bit too late. It looks like he was stuck in second gear. Great fight, a technical fight. We saw a little bit of everything. Showing experience beyond their years, especially the grappling of Luke Barretto.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke Barretto only being a blue belt, but really impressive and disciplined grappling by Luke Barretto.
Judges' scorecards being deliberated as we speak. And it'll be interesting just to see how we scored those rounds, because we did see Barretto getting the most of it. Whether that third round went the way of Lindsay Harrison or not, I think it might be academic at this point. Judge is really trying to get this one right, and we can't blame him. Despite opening up more seating here at the Eatons Hill Hotel Ballroom, we have another sold-out show. And I could tell that before I was even told that by how loud the crowd is, especially getting behind the contingency. That is Base Training Center and TFC, these fight camps that just show up and level up every single time we see them. And James O'Shea has entered the cage after keeping us waiting. Let's find out who our winner is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get set to make this one official. This one brought to you thanks to MMA Fight Store. Put your hands together for both of our fighters here. Ladies and gentlemen, great bout here as a part of Beatdown 11. We go to the judges' scorecards, and they've scored them out this way. Your first card reads 29-28. Your second judge scores the contest 29-28. And your third card reads 30-27. All to your winner by unanimous decision. And it goes to the red corner, Luke Barretto.
I feel like that's going to be a tough loss for Lindsay Harrison. He's going to go back. He's going to watch this one when it gets released. And I really think he's going to understand that there was a lot more that he could have done.